Coyote. The recent Sparrowhawk model imported into Ultimate Firefight Sandtrap looks amazing. The details are impressive. Skaboodlydoodle created and shared the tags needed to import this Sparrowhawk model for Weaver 900's amazing mod. I just have to make a video analyzing the details on this Sparrowhawk. 2 Gatling guns, each with 3 rotating barrels, allows you to turn your targets into the holiest of Swiss cheese slices. These weapons have seen a massive improvement in detail from the previous Sparrowhawk model in Ultimate Firefight Sandtrap. Up front, an upgraded laser cannon with pinpoint accuracy. You've got to see this thing light up in action soon. Access to these weapons is in this comfy cockpit. The details inside look great. From the buttons, the handles, the 3 monitors, it all looks like extra time and care was given to the interior, as if it was the Warthog. Oh, it looks like there is a 4th monitor on the far left side, underneath 4 switches. And speaking of those 4 switches, it's clear this interior is not simply mirrored. The 4 switches only appear on the left side, not copied over onto the right side. I can really appreciate that attention to detail. And here are the ejection handles if everything were to go wrong, which we all know in Halo, things often do. With this level of detail, I'm surprised there is no cup holder though. I'm a big fan of putting my coffee somewhere. Perhaps these are 2 big thermoses next to my seat. One can only hope. Checking out the exterior, we can see the large separate intakes and follow the intricate body design to the back. And this is when we can see the aircraft during its cool down mode. This section of the aircraft gets very hot during flight. You'll soon see the pretty colors associated with the heat. There's even more details on the top of the aircraft, from additional intake to panels. Keep photographic memory of the top portion of the Sparrowhawk for later on in this video when it starts to take damage. There are a lot of pieces put together on this aircraft, and you'll especially realize that when it all starts to come off. The landing gear automatically deploys when you drop below a set altitude, and will automatically stow itself once you ascend past a certain threshold. The other Sparrowhawk model in this previous version of this mod had this feature, but the landing gear didn't look this great and this detailed. Looking closely, you can see your character biped piloting the Sparrowhawk. Now let's see it in action. Made some quick work of him. The rate of fire for these weapons are much higher than a traditional Halo 3 turret. They are used mostly for ground forces and smaller vehicles, but I just love to pepper a scarab with these since the ammo is unlimited, as it should be. Here you can see the upgraded laser cannon. The blue hue is as shown in Halo Wars. It is active and ready to dismantle. Nothing it can't handle. Quickly downing the scarab, you can rapidly move to the back and break off the shell to expose the scarab's core and strip it away. But be careful, the Sparrowhawk is not a durable tank. Pieces will start to come off, a strong indicator you are destruction bound. As I mentioned earlier, recognizable panels will pop off, this just being one example. It's not just randomly generating debris falling from the Sparrowhawk indicating destruction. Instead, time was taken to displace objects from the vehicle, as if it was a Warthog or a Scorpion tank created by developers. And at some point during the fray, a panel over here also came off. As long as you stay alive, you can ruin everyone's day with the Sparrowhawk. I also noticed you're not as susceptible to getting EMP'd with some of the new weapons in this mod.
Coming your way feet first.
You do not have to switch back and forth with the autocannons and then the Spartan laser. You can actually fire both simultaneously. Watch out for brutes wielding skewers and banished banshees that can get the best of you, especially playing on heroic or legendary. But interestingly enough, if you suppress banshees long enough, they will attempt to retreat. Make sure they don't surround you, and you finish each one of them off. This goes for the Sparrowhawk and the Grizzly tank I showed off in an earlier video. They are not indestructible, but they can make a mess of things, certainly. Go ahead and check out my other videos.